Hello, hi guys, welcome to the Pencil Design. My name is Vinay and आज की क्लास में हम एक बहुत ही important topic discussion करने वाले हैं which is known as perspective drawing and this part 2 is about 2-point perspective, right? So let's get started now. So the very first thing that I'm going to explain you is the required drawing material. So although यहाँ पे 15 डिफरेंट आर्टिकल्स के नाम लिखे हैं, लेकिन आपके लिए फॉर अंडरस्टैंड 2-point परस्पेक्टिव कुछ चीजें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. फॉर एग्जांपल दिस रोल एंड ड्रॉ रूलर विल हेल्प यू अ लॉट to understand what 1-point and 2-point perspectives are. Sharpener and retractable erasers, A4 size sheet, any kind of sheet you can use, whether it is ivory sheet or cartridge paper. Apart from that, you can use this number 14. Very important for you. That is the mechanical pencil 0.7 as well as 0.9 mm. Right? So what is perspective? You guys need to understand this thing very well. What is perspective drawing? Right? So although यहाँ पे definition दिया है, but I will make it more easy for you to understand that what is perspective and how does it work. Perspective actually is a technique, a geometrical technique by which we can use a kind of a paper and we can draw a 3D object on that paper by using the technique known as perspective, right? So you will come to know, not very difficult, you will come to know that how to draw this in a practical manner. So you need to see this. अभी यहाँ पे क्या है देखो. Below is an image B given, and this image a man standing near to the corner side of a wall. This is the second type to draw something in perspective. This type is called the 2-point perspective, right? So you have to see the image here. Somebody is standing here in a corner of a wall, and this is the top view. Let me note it down. This is top view. Right? So ये आपका eye level होगा and यहाँ से आप इस जगह पे देख रहे हो. This is your viewpoint. So you will be able to see थोड़ा सा ये वाला wall का section and काफी सारा ये वाला wall का section, right? So this is called 2-point perspective. अब ये practically कैसे काम करता है? Going to show you some visual examples. First of all, interior of a house in 2-point perspective, right? Look at the picture and I will explain you how can you draw this type of objects or drawings, right? Now I am going to discuss a very important thing with you, that is 2-point perspective. Okay. Simple सी language में एक definition लिखा है यहाँ पे, that is the 2-point perspective is an advanced technique to draw the same objects, interiors as well as the exterior spaces. And why we call it 2-point perspective, as you can see in this image too. This is a single vanishing point 1 and this is vanishing point 2, right? So we have taken 2 points to create this. Okay. So now let's get to the next part of it. Understanding the lines. So make sure there are actually 3 types of lines that you have to understand very well. The first type of line is a vertical line or vertical lines, which means a line which is moving either up to down or down to up is known as vertical line. Simple. A horizontal line Horizontal lines sometimes we use for 2-point perspective, but for the majority time we don't use it, but still you should know. It's important for 1-point perspective. So horizontal line is a line which is moving left to right direction or right to left direction. That is known as horizontal line, HL. Now, ये 2-point perspective के लिए these two lines are very very important. That is vanishing point 1 line as well as the vanishing point 2 lines, right? So what is the meaning of this? These VP1 and VP2 lines are actually horizontal line, right? But when we are using a specific point, for example, in this image you can see vanishing point lines, vanishing point 2 lines. So which means this is the point. इसको हम बोलेंगे vanishing point 2. Always in the right hand side of your sheet it will be. Okay, so let me show you some more good example of this 2-point perspective. The very important part is to convert anything which is in 2D into a 3D. Later, that 3D we can convert into some meaningful things, like I can make with this cuboid a Rubik's Cube. With this cuboid, I can later convert this into a house. And this is the one which I can convert later into a furniture. But the common point in these two perspectives, these three images, is the 2-point perspective. You can see clearly vanishing point 1 hai yahan pe, right? And vanishing point 2. So we have vanishing point 1, vanishing point 2. By using them, we created a cube or cuboid or any 3D we can call it. In this image, it's a cube, right? So you have to analyze कौन सी type की lines use हुई हैं. Let's take an example for this first one. So let's identify the lines. 1, 2, 3. These 3 lines are vertical lines. आपको बताया था lines which are moving up to down or down to up, known as vertical lines. Next, we have 1, 2, and 3 lines. These 3 lines are coming from this point, so we call them vanishing point 1 lines. And remaining 3 lines, 1, 2, and 3. These are coming from this point, right? Direction dekh rahe ho? So this is called vanishing point 2 lines. So in a simple language, we can call this is a cuboid which is made by using 3 type of lines. 3 lines coming from the vanishing point, 3 lines coming from the vanishing point 2, and remaining 3 lines are the vertical lines. So we have created a cuboid by using 3 types of the lines: vertical lines, vanishing point 1 lines, as well as vanishing point 2 lines. Because we use the 2 points, VP1 and VP2, this particular perspective is known as 2-point perspective. Let me show you some more examples. You guys can notice this is a human eye view, and human can change their location of their body. So the vanishing point is not fixed. We call it focal point also sometimes. So this is again human view, and this is somebody sitting on the floor. We'll see object in front of him like this. Under the space will be like this. And if everything is made transparent material, a floor, a kind of building, so that person, whatever he will see, look like this. ये just आपकी understanding के लिए है. You don't have to make it exactly, but you will be able to understand what is the meaning of 2-point perspective and how does this work. Next part is very important that बहुत सारे लोगों का question होगा ये कि what is the practical uses of 2-point perspective. So the 2-point perspective, unlike the 1-point perspective method, employs 2 vanishing points to depict objects interior and exteriors, offering unique perspective that enhance the visual impact of drawings. In a simple language, how and where can we use this 2-point perspective method? So I would like to tell you, for your NATA examination or for JBR paper 2, Architectural drawing you can use. Artistic compositions can be there. NATA में आता है ना question like draw a composition of random 3D forms such as cube, cuboid, or you are given 2 cubes, 1 pyramid, 1 stair, make an interesting stable composition. So architecture के लिए, artistic compositions के लिए, interior design, I will let you know how to draw this. Storyboards, very important question for NID. Industrial and product design, again NID. If you want to draw some kind of interior exterior spaces as well as the objects. So this 2 point is going to help you a lot. Packaging design and product visualization, vehicle and automobile design, street scenes and cityscapes, exteriors wala. Photography and cinematographers also use perspective, 1 point, 2 point, multi-point perspective. So this is also important for them. Computer graphics and video games. जो आप backgrounds देखते हैं ना, Call of Duty, and there are a lot of games. So that background is created by the designers when they know the perspective part very well. Right? So getting to the next part of it, the practical method, making of a house by using 2-point perspective. So अगर आप एक normal A4 size paper use कर रहे हो, so this will be your first step. You guys need to draw outlines like this on the sheet, and after that you will make vanishing point 1 and vanishing point 2, right? So it's already written over here. Draw the horizontal line and mark 2 points as shown in the image. So this is the horizontal line. ये horizontal line important क्यों है? Just to balance the points, whether you are making it in the upper part or the lower part, depending what you are making. But this should be a perfect horizontal line, and these points will come on the cross section, VP1 and VP2, right? The first part. Next step is to make or draw a vertical line like this, and you guys will connect that vertical line with both of the points, vanishing point 1 as well as the vanishing point 2. So it's written draw a VL, which means vertical line, and connect that with VP1 as well as with VP2. Clear? Okay, in the next section, it's called section cutting. Like how big or how small, how long cuboid we need, we do the section cutting. So we make more vertical lines like this, 1 and 2. Simple. And in the fourth step, we remove the extra lines. As you can see, disconnect the extra lines and have drawn the prism over it. Very simple. Basic के लिए बहुत अच्छा example है ये. So you will get your house. So what we did, we started with the horizontal line, making 2 vanishing points, and step 1, step 2, step 3 में cuboid बनाया, and step 4 में we converted that into a house, right? And this is the 3D form as shown in the picture. It's kind of a house, but if we separate them, so this lower part is the cuboid and upper part is the prism. With the combination of a prism and a cuboid, we can create a house like this. Now let's discuss one more example which is a bit advanced than the previous one. Drawing of an air conditioner. So simple, step 1 is to make a cuboid. आप देख रहे हो ना, इसमें you just need to identify the lines. So this is a cuboid basically. Vanishing point 2 line, VP2 line, and this one as well. So these 3 lines are coming from the vanishing point 2. And remaining 1, 2, 3 lines are from the vanishing point 1. Right? Now 1, 2 and 3 are the vertical lines. So the first thing is to make a cuboid. Cut the section as shown in the above image, which means you guys can use the diagonal lines. You see this line is not connected to VP1 or VP2. It's a very random diagonal line, and this as well, which means you guys can use the very random diagonal lines as well as per your requirement. Okay, so this is the step 3. You can do the section joints, erase, cut more sections as per above image. So you can cut more sections, depends what you are looking for. And later you can convert with the help of a curve line like this. Like this. Instead making very point sharp edges, you guys can make something like this, curved. Add more details as per the above image. It depends. Like if you know the typography, calligraphy, you can add the text as well. Some kind of basic shapes to show the sticker of the brand, right? So this is a little bit more advanced example of 2-point perspective. Now coming to the next part, that I'm going to give you one more example how to draw drawing of a Bluetooth speaker. So we are going to make Bluetooth speaker are in a various shapes and the design available, but this is one of the very basic one with the help of 2-point perspective. As you guys can see, step 1, VP1, VP2, right? Clear dikh raha hai? This is a cuboid. Now इसमें क्या किया है? Add curves to all the edges. So all the edges you see, you can add the curves to make it look more realistic. Step 3, you can add the details like this. Add the symbols and the details as per the above picture. If you guys know the type of lines which we discussed in the very first class of perspective drawing, 1-point perspective, you can understand easily. We have vertical lines, horizontal lines, diagonal lines, and curved lines, right? So we have 4 types of lines available. If you know the practical part, how to use them, you will be able to make almost everything without any problem. Now the step 4, that is to add cross hatching in the front and strap. You can add in the strap also, it depends on your choice, but this is the cross hatching part, or we call it like the diagonal lines. We add it randomly from 2 different directions. It can be more than that. Like I can add like this, 1 direction, 2nd direction like this, and the 3rd direction is the vertical direction. So that is also fine. Koi problem nahi hai usme. So we have the Bluetooth speaker, the basic design. Right now, would like to show you something. This is the graph for 2-point perspective, the most common graph. You can draw this. You will understand what is the meaning of which thing. So this is the border line. We generally take margins of 1.0 centimeter if we are using A4 size sheet. And this is the horizon or the horizontal line, we call it sometimes. Vanishing point 1, important, and the vanishing point 2. Division can be equally into 2 parts. Like if this is A, the area of the upper space, this will be A also, right? But it is not universal always. It depends what you are drawing. According to that, we draw it. Now, this is another graph for 2-point perspective. We make most of the thing horizontally balanced, but some of the articles we draw by using the vertical graph. Everything will remain the same. VP1 upar, VP2 niche, border line, and instead of horizontal line, this is known as vertical line. बहुत कम होते हैं. Like if the 100 drawings we are going to do in this, so there will be only 10 or 10% drawing we can draw by using this, the vertical graph, right? So let's discuss the most important thing about 2-point perspective. That is there are 3 type of major lines for this perspective, which means you guys can use curved lines, diagonal lines as well. That's fine. That is your choice if you know. But using these 3 lines is very, very important for your perspectives. Vertical line, vanishing point 1 line, as well as the vanishing point 2 line. And it's clearly written, we can use the DL, which means diagonal lines. CL किसे बोलते हैं? CL is the line which is moving freely, a curved line. For some drawings, not for all, majority will be done with this. 100% drawing, we use it. But for some of the drawings, we can use DL and the CL. You guys can see some examples, good examples of 2-point perspectives, right? Now, this is because it's very first class, so I would like to show you some visual examples of your 2-point perspective drawing so that you guys can do the practice without any problems. So just have a look and try to identify the lines in each of the drawings. The cabinet, the drawing first or the illustration first. Second, it is a cupboard by using the vertical line, and this is, if I consider this line, it's going towards VP1. This is also going towards VP1. Somehow towards VP2. More examples of sofa, very innovative designs for seating space. Curve lines, vertical lines, VP1 as well as the VP2 lines, right? Let me show you one more example. This is a basic example of a chair. This is also a seating space come shoe rack in 2-point perspective. This as well. So understand this thing, that whatever we can draw by using 1-point perspective, the same article we can draw by using the 2-point perspective. No, they will not ask you specific to use 1-point or 2-point perspective. They will ask you to make a chair, make a table like this. It's your choice, what you are comfortable with. Some more good examples for 2-point perspective, advanced stage. So when you will understand perspective hota kya hai, then you guys will be able to draw spaces something like this, which is very, very important for all the examinations such as NID, NIFT, NATA, and so on. Have a look to more examples. If you do practice for not for a month, but for 10 days continuously, you will be able to draw something like this or this. It's not very difficult. We use perspective just to make sure that whatever we are making, we are drawing, should be perfect without any error. Because in examination, we don't have that much time available. So we have to take care that whatever we are making with the perfection, right? 2 more examples. A railway station and exterior view of a temple. A park staircase. So in our upcoming classes, I will discuss the practical aspects of this 2-point perspective, that how would you be able to draw this without any error. So, fine. This is the end of the video. I hope you guys like this class. Thank you so much for watching this video. We'll see you in the next class. Till then, bye-bye.